Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to address this latest incident at the Correspondence dinner. There's too much that just doesn't add up. I can't. I'm not clairvoyant. I don't. I'm not even overly educated. Nothing like that. Actually, probably a dumbass, smartass, or whatever. But I and I can't tell you the correct anything, but I can tell you when a pattern or a model is wrong, like pretty clearly. That's the problem. In this guy, he's a NASA engineer, Caltech graduate, teacher of the month. Like recently, he won that award, teacher of the month. He was a tutor. He played Dungeons and Dragons. In the game, he identified or whatever as like the thief or the tinkerer. Okay, in the Dungeons and Dragon deal. I don't know enough about the game to really. I just know those are non-combative roles. Is what I'm trying to get at. Like he thinks non-combatively. So the whole ramrod homosexual thing going across the country on a train. Okay, that's the thing right here. That there's some of these pieces that are just like red flag, because Trump was just too unconcerned when they told him. Everybody at the table gasped, except for him. And this is a guy that when he hears a balloon pop, he ducks and runs. This is a guy that when they had the riots in D.C., he hid in the bunker underneath the White House. Trump is even less confrontational than the guy that did this, is what I'm trying to get at. This is just out of context, is what I'm trying to get at. For any of this to happen. It's like scripted, the WWE or WWF, Oh boy, he dug himself up out of the cemetery down there in the old swamp, and he made it all the way up here to the big city, climbed into this old TV tower station, got all the way up there to the 11th floor, and climbed up, get right past all them securities, and got right up on that old ring, right top rope, and just hit him in the head with that old folding chair. That is so silly of a script. This is even worse. That's what I'm trying to get at. This is comically worse. All this does, this was like an infomercial for Trump to get his ballroom. For the reason that he has to have it. That Hilton is like the most secure place on fucking planet Earth. Now, a lot of people said that they weren't doing like due diligence. A lot of badges weren't checked, and there are different people saying different things. Other people saying their stuff was checked. So I'm just saying that is a very secure. It's like their contract to be secure. Yes, we probably do need a ballroom, but how to say it? The way that modern electronics are, the reason that we would have such a ballroom is so we could eavesdrop on every conversation in the room, every dignitary. We would be able to tell if they were biometrically the right human being. We would be able to tell every status, everything. That's what the room would actually be for. It'd be like a petri dish in a lab. That's what it's for. So nothing they could say could be whispered. Now I've heard like they wanted to do like some kind of a medical bay down below, like a medical hospital. That would keep people like authoritarian people like Trump that can't stand to have anything wrong with him from going to Walter Reed and making it public. He would have his own private thing. Probably having the hospital underneath the White House wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm not against the ballroom thing, y'all. If they would fund Medicaid, Medicare, SNAPs for the people, the food stamps for the little people, the hot lunches, if they would tax the billionaires and make things that America actually needs, Fuck, give them 2 ballrooms. I don't care. You know, I mean, that's not the problem, is what I'm trying to get at. We could set up Alcatraz Island and put Trump in front of it, you know, like the Trump Alcatraz Island or something like that. I would be good for a lot of stuff. But I'm just saying, I'm not overly entertained by the thought of having TSA, militarized TSA, ICE people in every train station in America. I think it's fucking ridiculous that we have this clown show in every airport fucking shit up. I just don't see the benefit. Don't get me wrong. I have seen the boxes and boxes and boxes of the shit that they take away from people. And so, yeah, if there's a purpose, there's a purpose. Because there's a lot of crap that you could put in a squirt bottle that could really screw up an aircraft. And do it in short order, is what I'm trying to get at. I see the point of what they're doing, but I'm just saying, to make it more Nazi-ish, more segregated, more racist, more bigoted, all this crap, no, I'm just not into it no more, y'all. Like, I've gotten my tolerance limit for stupid people. And billionaireism is a mental illness. I'm sorry. It may not be a diagnosed mental illness, but the greed is real. You know, I can't stress it enough. You know, if you had a tribe of monkeys and you had one fucking monkey out there with 50 billion or 500 billion bananas and all the rest of them didn't have enough bananas for the night, that's a problem. Even the monkeys could figure this fucker out. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Just figure it out. Pull your head out of the sand just long enough to focus on what's really going to happen. And I'm telling you, that's more than likely what is going to happen. Is this is the justification for putting in ICE and TSA kind of thing in every train station, small town, platform, everywhere that Trump needs his secret police, in every blue city, because is he going to worry about the red? No, they're already condemned. They're following him like a fucking idiot. He doesn't need to overly. He's not trying to solve a problem. He's creating an opportunity, and that's really what I believe this is about. Okay, we're going to leave it at that. Talk to you then. Bye.